Hi, and welcome to Stamping with Linda, your CARD-iologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today, I want to share with you a card that we did during my recent product-based class with the Hearts of Flutter. So let's get started. First off, I want to show you a tip that I shared at my product-based class, and that is storing our clear-mounted stamps with our framelits. When we purchase the framelits and the stamp sets together, we get them at a 15% discount. But I don't know about you. I find my stamp set, don't know where my framelits are. So this is a quick tip on how to store your framelits right in the case with your stamp set. I have taken a business size magnetic piece and cut it in half, put it inside my case, and have my framelits right with my stamp set. So when I go to use my stamp set, my framelits are right there. So let's get started with our card. First, what I'm going to use is our coordination cardstock. This comes in the spring catalog in Primrose Petal and also the Real Red. I am using the Real Red, and I'm also using the Chevron embossing folder. The thing you need to remember with your coordination cardstock, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there is a texture on one side. You want that texture against your embossing folder where it says Stampin' Up. And so I'm going to put that on my Big Shot using tab 1 of the platform and my 2 cutting mats. I'm going to run that through, set my Big Shot aside, and then I'm going to take, because this cardstock has a core to it, I want to sand it. This is Stampin' Up's sanding block. It has removable sandpaper so that once the sandpaper is worn out, you can use or get another piece to put on. And I'm just taking that sandpaper and sanding that coordination cardstock and getting a white core so that it gives my card some texture. You will have paper fuzzies, and you can we do have a cloth that you can use, a dust collector, to pick that up. I'm just going to brush that aside. And what I have already done is I have stamped the stamps that I'm going to be using for this card in Real Red cardstock. As you can see, I've already cut out one of the banners, and I'm going to lay my framelit on the other one. With a smaller framelit, you're going to find that sometimes your framets slide when you put them into the Big Shot. So best to either use a Post-it note. There is a small knife around the outside edge, right on the edge, so you know exactly where your cardstock or where you're going to be cutting with the framelit. I've used the Post-it note on this one. This heart, I'm using painter's tape. Painter's tape will remove easily, so it won't tear my cardstock, but will hold those framelits in place. So you have the choice of using Post-it notes or painter's tape, either one. I'm going to run that through the Big Shot. Because the framelits are thinner, you do need to use both tabs with your Big Shot. So I'm just going to remove the Post-it note framelits, and because I've got that magnet in my case, it's a nice place to put my framelits right back in with my stamp set so that I don't lose them in the shuffle of scrap paper. So I'm going to set my Big Shot aside. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to use our note cards. These come with matching envelopes, and they also come with the note card already scored. So it makes for a quick card. I also like to decorate the envelope, so I'm going to go in with my clear mount stamps. Clear mount stamps have the cling to it. Secret is to make sure that you get that cling on evenly and push hard on a very clear block, clean, clear block. And I'm going to stamp that heart. And then I'm going to go in with the smaller heart and stamp on the inside. This is why I like the clear. I know exactly where my image is. Next, I'm going to assemble my card. Again, my note card is already scored. So I'm going to go into that chevron coordination cardstock, add some snail adhesive. I will have the dimensions that I used at the end of the video. I'm going to take my banners and add snail to them. But I'm going to take dimensionals and add to my heart. So my bigger heart and also my smaller heart. Add that, and there you go. A cute note card set. Done very quickly with the Hearts of Flutter stamp set and Framelits and the note cards. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoy me real soon again.